I can't believe it is May 30th and tomorrow is May 31st, the official, unofficial start of Margy's retirement. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Laura Lejeski and I'm the Executive Director at Compass. I want to thank everyone for coming today. To our current staff and former staff, thank you. I know you are all here in support of Margy because she has had an impact on you in some way. To our DCF friends and collaterals, thank you. You have been such an integral part of Margy's work and some of her and Compass's biggest cheerleaders. To our board members that are here today, thank you. Behind the scenes, you always ask me, what more can we do for the program? I in turn ask Margy the same question in support, what more can we do for the program? Specifically to John Lydon and Dave Manzo, our two former executive directors, thank you. You were both with Margy at the start of her career, and I feel fortunate to follow in your footsteps to be with her at the end. To her friends and family, thank you. I hope we can chat tonight because I'd love to hear what she really says about Compass and me. All good things, I know. To Jim, don't see him, thank you. Oh, there you are, hi Jim. Margy's husband, thank you. You have done so much for Margy and for Compass throughout the years. Behind the scenes, buying food for staff meetings, buying furniture for our new offices, helping us move furniture to our new offices, helping us set up the furniture in our new offices, and anything else that Margy wanted you to do. Thank you. And to Margy, wow, look at everyone who is here tonight to celebrate you. I feel privileged to stand in front of you and all of your supporters to celebrate your 39 years of service to youth and families. I don't really remember the first time that I met Margy. I do remember that she was the part of the group that was across the street. I worked in the school when I first started at Compass, and the community services staff was first upstairs in the school and then across the street. I had no idea who you were or what you did. Then, when I became the COO in 2015, I remember our first meeting like it was yesterday. We sat in your Boston office, you behind your desk, me in a chair, boards on the wall. You sat back and said, so I'll just give you the CSS 101 version of what we do. You went on to tell me the history of Compass, the history of the program, the work that we do, and so much more. I mentioned the boards. Let me explain. For those of you who know, these are Margy's boards. For years, Margy had whiteboards in her office, which listed all of our clients and important information, organized by DCF office, intake dates, paperwork dates, discharge dates, etc. I remember looking around thinking, wow, this is impressive. Then, as I got to work in the rectory more and get to know Margy, I learned more. Each month, Margy would climb on a ladder and update the boards. You knew it was happening because you could smell the chemicals from the cleaning spray that was used to erase those families be discharged, and the dry erase markers that were used to add new families that were referred. And sometimes in the winter, when it was really cold, she would open the windows so you'd walk in and get the cold air along with the nice smells. I'd see Margy on the ladder each month and just think to myself, please don't fall. Soon after, we began to grow. We opened an office in Lowell and also began working with DDS, the Department of Developmental Services. The program was growing. Sadly, the need for our services was there, and Margy worked to provide services to areas that needed it. A few years later, we decided to expand to the Worcester area, first hiring staff to work, then opening an office on Harvard Street. Again, the program was growing and the need for our services was there. Margy, this growth is all because of you. I don't have the... You can't cry yet.
No,
I can't cry yet. I don't have the exact numbers, but the number of families we've served today, each month, versus the number back in 2015 has more than doubled. Community services is one of the best programs in the state, and you have been at the head. You made this happen. Now, back to the boards. As the program grew, so did the number of boards. Every couple of months, a new board or two was added. It got to the point where we could not hang any more boards in Margy's office, unless they were going on the ceiling, and I could not fathom walking in one day trying to figure that out with you. We eventually went paperless with the boards, but to this day and forever, the spreadsheet that was created will always be called Margy's boards. Margy, you have made such a difference on the youth and families we serve. From your time as a DYS caseworker, the elementary program director, and the director of community services, thousands of lives, if not more. And it's not only your clients, but your staff too. As the program grew, the number of area offices increased, the new Compass offices, the DDS program, the East Project, the internships, the boards, the number of staff grew as well. Recently, Margy sat down with Dave Manzo for a one-on-one interview. The goal of the interview, as a part of our 50th anniversary and Margy's retirement, was to get Margy's story on video. So 30 years from now, when most of us aren't around, our legacy lives on. So I don't want to speak for you. I'd like to share the short clip from the interview of some thoughts about your staff and supervisors.
I couldn't have got a little preview first. Hold on. Bear with me.
Can you help me for 1 second?
Dave Manzo, have you at least seen this?
Maybe come around the chair so
Thinking about people who are supervisors here, and there are people who do direct care. What made them really good? What were the key things you look for when you went to hire somebody?
Not so much the degrees, but the passion,
Okay,
the
sure. That's you.
comfortability,
Sure.
their ability to articulate what drew them to the field. I often joke that I went to graduate school with some of the sickest people I had the pleasure to meet. Going into social work for all the wrong reasons, to work out their own issues on the backs of their clients. And I wanted to make sure that none of my staff would ever do that. We're all drawn to this field for our own reasons, but they're not always healthy ones.
You would see passion and potential.
Passion and potential.
So you've had to supervise people. The people you have now as supervisors, what do you look for in them?
Being able to hold people accountable. A lot of staff have difficulty having courageous conversations, crucial conversations. Difficult conversations. And I know I have gotten better at it over the years. The more I did it, the more comfortable I became. But it's not easy. But if I can't expect my staff to have difficult conversations with one another, I certainly can't trust that they're going to be able to have those difficult conversations with the clients and families. And that is required in order to do this job well.
As you can see in some of the photos, there were years with under 20 staff in the program, compared to today with over 100. Again, Margy, this is all because of you. I know I said this in my Monday message this week, but from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for your passion, your dedication, your resilience, your leadership, your courage, your honesty, and your work to Compass. And I can't finish this speech without mentioning the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for navigating that with me and with all of us. Through the grief and the sadness of the pandemic, we found hope and glimmers of light, and I believe that today we came out stronger than we started. Personally, thank you for being my friend and colleague. And Jim, thank you for all the pears. I wish you only the best in the years ahead, and I'm confident that you will live each day to the fullest, be happy, be healthy, and enjoy every moment. This is not a goodbye, it's a see you soon. I am also confident that your legacy will live on, and the program will continue to soar. This again is because of you. We have hired a new director of community services to start effective Monday, June 3rd. I know I can speak for Margy and myself that we have the full trust in her leadership moving forward. Margy, you should feel proud of the work that you have done, and you are leaving the program in good hands. Lou Pacheco is going to do great. With that said, I would like to invite you out to say a few words. Gotta get my nervous wiggles out for a second. I love the microphone. Well. I can't believe we're finally celebrating our favorite person, Margy Nicholson. I remember about 18 years ago walking into the rectory on Sunnyside Street for an informational interview. Margy and I had a mutual friend, and I needed my first job in social work. The interview was great, but I never thought that I'd be called for a second interview with John Lydon, and certainly was not expecting to be hired as a family specialist. I would have never thought that on my first day at Compass that I'd be gaining the most incredible mentor. I learned quickly how committed Margy was to Compass and the families we work with. I cried, I laughed, and it sometimes was scared, especially when I got my first phone call that said, "Lou, you were fired from your case." Through it all, my one constant was Margy. Her support was boundless. She pushed back, making me face the many challenges in this field head on. She also made me a better writer. Sound familiar to anybody in this room? I can still see Margy walking around the rectory on Sunnyside Street with staff's paperwork in one hand and her red pen in another, and her yelling at us about getting our reports done. We all learned that she took grammar very seriously. Although I left the world for DCF, I never left Margy. She continued to be my mentor personally and professionally. She educated me, encouraged me, and helped me find the best true version of myself. One of Margy's best qualities is her consistency. We all have experienced the true Margy. She showed up, she was honest, at times she was brutally honest, and she never wavered. She held herself to the highest standard which she expected from all of her employees. When I came back in 2013, CSS had 72 cases and had almost 15 employees. In 2016, we took our program, the one that Margy built, and got an office in Lowell and expanded to Worcester. It was scary and at times very overwhelming, but we made it because of Margy.
Marty developed a compass way, which we all can't define, but it's there, and you learn it after 3 months of being there. And we interviewed the most amazing employees, and we currently now have a program of 110 families and 3 CSS offices. Side note, a couple of months ago, Marty said to me, I just want to hit that 400 mark before I retire. And as of yesterday at 4 p.m., David Bunker sent an email that we hit 400 cases. What a legacy. I kid you not, we're probably like 403 because you did a lot of signing today. 48 hours left to keep you busy, Margaret. We would not be here tonight if it was not for you, Margy. We are so thankful for your leadership, your toughness, your passion, and especially your drive, ambition, and dedication to Compass. Since you have announced your retirement, you've been flooded with emails, and here are just a few. 38 years of love and devotion to this program. You will definitely be missed. Now it's time to sit back and relax and enjoy your retirement. Don't worry, we will make sure you're proud. So many lives touched and better made due to your commitment. I will miss you. This community is a better place, and your staff are better people because of having a leader like you. You are irreplaceable. We will work hard to keep your legacy alive. You have had a hand in impacting so many people's lives, including mine. It's been an honor and a privilege. The 4 years I have known you have left a significant impact on how I do my job. Forever grateful for you, Marty. 38 years of dedication, love, and unbelievable dreams. The program you have built is one of a million. CSS is everything because of you and your leadership. You are a legacy to Compass and will be so incredibly missed. CSS is what it is due to your dedication and unwavering consistency, true and through. You deserve to put your feet up and enjoy your retirement. Compass was your baby. You slowly took those training wheels off and you started with those boards, Margaret. And now it's time for you to watch us ride. Thanks for everything, Margy. And then this was from a Lowell DCF worker. I just wanted to wish you the best in your retirement. I still remember when I was new to Lowell and having the family team meetings in the old office. You were always so kind and informative during those meetings, and I always appreciated that. I too appreciate all of my formal requests for either Rob or Amanda that were always obliged. The families, thank you too. The amount of families that you have impacted is something to be commended for. Not only the families, but your staff too. One of the best agencies in the city of Lowell, and beyond thanks to you and your staff. Now, Marty, I'm going to miss our drives to and from work. We had some of our best supervisions in the car. We really did. 2 hands on the wheel, Jim. She was either laughing or yelling, but she was doing something. I'm going to miss saying, oh, Margaret, 10 times a day, because nobody else calls her Margaret but Lou, I think. No one better. I'm going to miss calling you to ask, what would Margy do? Because you always knew. However, I'm pretty sure through all my lessons learned throughout all of these years, I'm going to be just fine because I learned from you. Simply the best. Now it's your time to make new memories and spend copious amounts of time with your amazing husband, Jim, and your beautiful puppy daughter, Maisie. You're leaving your program with a group of hard-working, dedicated individuals who share a passion for Compass and the work we do. You built our program to be strong and stable, and we will continue to make you proud. Now, one of the most amazing things about Margy that everybody in this room knows is that she loves the Patriots, and we know how much she loves Tom Brady. And it's kind of coincidence you guys have something in common, because you're both the GOATs. You will forever be Compass's GOATs. Did I make you cry, Rose? Yes, you did. Oh, good. Am I introducing next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there you are.
Here you are. Next up, we have a supervisor, Vanessa Tifa, Oh, all of you coming up there, right? Okay. Vanessa Tifa was a supervisor. She worked at Compass for over 10 years, and she's now been promoted to the program manager, which we are very excited about. Coming up with her is the very well-known Takia, our clinical director. And somebody else who's been a supervisor here for 10 plus years, Denise Montero. You know I'm a crybaby. Today we gather, not just to mark a passage of time, but to celebrate the remarkable journey. Of course. I'm the biggest crybaby ever. Of someone truly extraordinary. For nearly 4 decades, Margy has been the backbone of our organization, the guiding light in our professional lives, and the cherished friend we've all relied on. As she steps into her well-deserved retirement after 39 years of dedication to Compass, it's with a mix of profound gratitude and a heartfelt sadness that we bid her farewell.
She's the crybaby. I'm the one that's scared to talk in front of everybody. So deal with it. Margy's impact extends far beyond her professional achievements. She's been a mentor, a confidant, and a source of inspiration to so many of us. Her door was always open and her support was always unwavering. In a fast-paced world where kindness can sometimes feel like a scarce commodity, Margy's warmth, compassion, and genuine concern for others have been nothing short of a beacon of light.
And I'm a combination of both. I just have to say that. Margy, your legacy at Compass will endure long after your retirement, a testament to the incredible person you are and the profound impact you have made on all of us. So, as you embark on this new chapter of your life, know that you take with you not just our deepest respect and admiration, but also our fondest wishes for a retirement filled with joy and all the happiness, because you truly deserve it.
Thank you, Margy, for 39 years of dedication. Compass won't be the same without you, but your spirit will forever remain in our hearts for those you've touched.
Now I would like everybody to pick up a water, a cup, whatever you guys have. Here's to you, Margy. Cheers to retirement, all the adventures. We'll miss you more than words can say, but we will make you proud. Congratulations, Margy, aka the Compass Go!
Thank you all. Okay, now it's time for some gifts to say thank you. And with that said, I'd like to introduce Scott Stella, one of our supervisors in the Lawrence office.
How's everybody doing? Beautiful speeches, Margy. We love you. But I'm not going to talk about you right now. My name is Scott Stella. I'm a supervisor. I've worked for Margy for over 10 years, and I loved every minute of it. But I want to say one thing. There's an old saying that says, behind every good man is a good woman, and I truly believe behind every good woman is a good man. I know it's Margy's retirement /night, but I also want to identify her amazing husband, Jim Pacheco. First and foremost, we want to thank you, Jim, for supporting Margy and in turn always supporting Compass. You stood by during the times when we'd interrupt you guys' dinner after work hours with a phone call to Margy because we needed help with something, and she always answered. You would make sure she'd have her fruit salad for breakfast, and would make her coffee in that old Patriots mug that she probably got during the '85 Super Bowl. You would do it at 5 a.m. while she checked and answered her emails, and And thank God you made a coffee for our sake too, because if she didn't have her coffee, I would probably be dead by 10, and Lou would be dead by 9. When Margy would cook for us on Tuesdays, and you both would make sure we had our kale salad that we love from Costco, or the scally bread that you thought Margy was going to bring home to you, but I ate it all. Sorry, brother, I'll get you some more. The time during COVID that family needed help moving furniture, and you and Margy went to help. Now in hindsight, it's COVID, they need furniture, no offense, we're not ready some spring chickens here. It's kind of a crazy move, but it was definitely appreciated and it showed your dedication. I could go on, but most of all, Jim, thank you for the 100 times you would greet myself and others with a smile and give you my favorite greeting. What's up, brother? Now, with that being said, it may take some time for Margy Nicholson to get out of compass mode, so we made you a survival kit / stay off the radar bucket, because Joanne made one for us for work, but we needed to get you a kit. So first of all, let me see what I got here. We got you a dictionary. I'm telling you right now, if you write a letter like, "Hon, I'm going out to walk the dog, we'll be back in an hour," or any letter or any text, please use a dictionary. Double check your spelling, your punctuation, and your structure. Because she will take a red marker, circle your mistakes, and then send you an email about how you had too many wrong sentences. We also got you a flower watering can. Because Jim, this is a simple one. If the flowers die, you may die. And I want to thank Denise Montero for always watering the flowers at our office, so Spencer and I can live on. We also have a market basket card for you. This is for when Margy gets antsy during the Patriots bye week. You can pick up a few things that she can cook. And oh, actually, there's a Tupperware in there too. It's actually Margy's that staff had forever. And it says Warren's office on it, so I don't know. So if you have too much food and your refrigerator gets full, just take that, fill it up, call Kareem Segby, Miguel Monclavo, Scott Sutter, and we will come and take the food off your hands and dispose of it properly. We also have, of course for you, my guy, a Bruins jersey and some popcorn, if you just need your time. Put in your shirt, grab a Budweiser and some popcorn, watch a Bruins game or watch some replays in your man cave. Just not the Panther series, it's way too soon to talk about that. And it's just like being at the game with cheaper beer and less crowds. And if anybody tries to come down to the man cave, just be like, if you don't have tickets to the club seats, you can't get in. Also, Jim, well, let me see what else we got here. We have some books you can give Margy when she's itching and does not have 100 emails to read a day. So give her a book and she can relax in her raft at the lake or in her favorite chair. Happy life, happy wife. But I'm going to be transparent. These are all Margy's books that she lent me so long ago that she probably doesn't remember, so she can read them again. Last but not least, Jim, this is for emergencies only. Margy's antsy, she's still in compass mode, something happens, she's ready to go. I'm ready, it's gonna happen. She's frustrated. This is one last thing, this is the emergency. There's one human being on the planet that Margy will not and cannot get mad at. So when she gets frustrated, just hold this up and she'll be immediately happy and hypnotized. All jokes aside, Margy, we love you. Jim, brother, we love you. Thank you. It's been awesome. Salute. Margy, I know it's your night, but for me, I just want to give a toast to Jim so we can raise our glasses to Jim. Thank you, brother.
Margy, and I would like to invite Dave Manzo up to start.
Margy, a gift, you gotta open this, a gift from an old friend from the early days. And I'll say this briefly, on the compass Mount Rushmore, you will always be on that.
And I don't have to see the paper, right? Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes. Ellis Paul. Yeah. Margy, happy retirement. Much love and memories of you, Ellis Paul. I actually hired Alice Paul Plissy as a caseworker for the elementary program. And he has gone on to do great things, and I think been named Boston folk singer many years in a row. So that is incredibly sweet. Thank you, Dave.
The next gift
I should say I'm back. And many some of you know they're here tonight is we have a tradition that we've done the last 2 years, which is a basketball tournament. And it's against our Worcester team against the Boston and Lawrence offices. Boston and Lawrence, I'm serious. This year we were so lucky to be able to be hosted at the Conning School where Dave Manzo, and the basketball court's actually dedicated to him. It's just the most amazing experience, so thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. So, we wanted to, well we did kinda, we already told Margy that we dedicated the basketball tournament and we renamed it the Margy Nicholson Basketball Tournament. So, within here is a jersey of 39 years in Margy Nicholson's basketball tournament. It's a little uneven because I'm not artsy-craftsy. The woman looked at me like I had great hands and I asked her to do it for me. So I'm sure you're going to take it home and redo it. But it's pretty cool.
Alright, and last, Margy's own survival kits. Survival kits have become a little bit of a tradition at Compass. And so inside Margy's survival kit, a little more sentimental than Jim's, there's a new bag for you for your upcoming day trips and getaways. There's I'm retired, do not disturb socks, so everyone will leave you alone. There's an enjoy the next chapter bookmark for all the reading you'll be doing. There's a smells like not my problem anymore candle to remind you not to stress. There's a happy retirement wine glass with a couple bottles of Merlot to cheers and to celebrate you. There's a retirement rules blanket to remind you of all the things. And on the blanket it says, no clocks, wake up smiling, take naps, go for a walk, visit family and friends, read a book, travel the world, make memories, no stress, relax, be grateful. There's a gift card to LL Bean for some new fun things in New Hampshire. And finally, I have a Compass, Alex, and Ani necklace, so you will always remember us because we will always remember you.
of my third grade piano recital, when I went up on stage, I had practiced this tune at least 1,000 times, and my hands were shaking so bad, I put it up there, I hit a couple of notes, and I walked off. So thank you, Joe, for the reminder.
Fun memories.
Yeah, exactly. So the last time I stood here was on November 27th to inform my staff of my retirement, and the tears started to flow as soon as I opened my mouth. I am hoping for better results tonight, but no promises. I have agonized over what to say to capture the gratitude I hold in my heart for all of those in the room who have supported me over the past nearly 4 decades at Compass. Over the last 6 months, I have spent a lot of time reflecting on my Compass career. From the wide-eyed girl from Medford, MSW in hand, but no experience to back it up. Saying no to an offer of a DCF supervisor position out of the Cambridge office. Thank you, God, they would have paid. And instead, answering a 1-inch ad in the Sunday Globe Help Wanted section for a foster care coordinator for Compass, located in Dudley Square in Roxbury, much to my parents' chagrin. Assuring John Lydon during my interview in February 1985, when asked if I was familiar with the South Shore, absolutely nothing a map can show me. With all the confidence that I could muster, having spent my summers in New Hampshire and not on Cape Cod. And the rest, as they say, is history. Compass has challenged me over the years to dig deep, saving the best for last by throwing in a 3-year pandemic for good measure. As if the news of Tom Brady leaving the in March 2020 wasn't enough to throw me off kilter. But I digress. I am blessed beyond measure, starting with my family. My parents, Jim and Margy Nicholson, raising me and my six siblings, that's a tough one, several of whom are here tonight and are well represented in the helping fields of education and social work. And even a late recruit to the Peace Corps, my brother Bill, who at the age of 63 joined up and spent 3 years in Ghana, West Africa. He still lives there, working for a school and becoming a passionate advocate for education, particularly for young women. He actually emailed me this morning and clearly knows me well, writing, "Sitting here thinking about how much fun it would have been to be there celebrating with you tonight. Although as nice as it will be to see everyone, also pretty stressful for you, I suspect, being guest of honor and all while trying to keep it together. Sheesh. You'll be fine. Just go light on the mascara." But back to my family. I should probably apologize to my 13 nieces and nephews, whom I adore, who were grilled by me more than necessary necessary on their activities due to my choice of profession and a strong desire to help keep them on the straight and narrow. And to my staff, you think I was tough on you? Talk to a few of them. To my husband, Jim Pacheco, who, along with his truck, has been called to service many times over the years. For example, putting up my now infamous boards, moving Compass clients from one apartment to another, furnishing our offices, assembling the clothes racks in our donation room. It was fun, at least for me, to have you be a part of my Compass family too. To the Compass Board of Directors, including former Executive Directors Dave Manzo and John Lydon, thank you for supporting me and Comprehensive Support and Stabilization through years of tightening our belts, laying off 20 of 29 of the CSS staff 16 years ago, to years of growth, now employing over 110 staff, a dozen interns, and achieving our new milestone of serving over 400 families across the state. To our Executive Director, Laura Lejeski, a leader and colleague and someone I am lucky enough to call a friend. Your support and faith in me have been unwavering and much appreciated. To my successor, Lou Pacheco, who I have been tougher on than my staff and my nieces and nephews. She's not lying. And who still wants the job because she shares my passion for Compass in particular and child welfare in general. To my admin team, including Clinical Director Takia Palmer, Program Manager Vanessa Tifa, DDS Director Darrell Williams, Field Placement Coordinator Bethany Bonner, and my 9 program supervisors, 3 at each site. You represent more than 100 years of experience at Compass alone, and I could not have done my job without you doing yours so damn well. I practiced this a few times today, and this is when I got a little weepy, so forgive me.
I was already crying.
And finally, to my direct care staff, my greatest joy since working directly with the families myself has been to see you blossom over time. From nervous interviewees with varying degrees of experience to passionate and professional advocates for our families. This work is not for the faint of heart, and yet you get up and out every day, meeting the demands head-on and accepting every challenge. You have all taught me more than I could ever return, and I wish you all careers as rewarding and challenging as Compass has afforded to me. I have loved almost every minute.